Right. Welcome to the Pearle Crawford Memorial Library Board of Trustees meeting, January 26th, 2021. I already see, oh no, that's my, oops, sorry people, my agenda, I didn't have the right date. Sorry about that. But it is January 26th, 2021. I'm going to read the call to order. Pursuant to the Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions to the open meeting law, General Law, Chapter 30, Section 18, this meeting of the Dudley Board of Selectmen will be conducted in total or part via remote participation. Specific information and the general guidelines for remote participation by the members of the public and or parties with a right and or requirement to attend this meeting can be found on the town's website at dudleyma.gov. For this meeting, members of the public who wish to watch the meeting may do so in the following manner via Facebook Live and or posted link at dudleyma.gov following the meeting. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings in real time via technological means. Okay. So I call the meeting to order. I don't have a watch on, so at 6:17.
Right.
And I will do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag. United States.
We need to stand.
You need to stand.
It's going to be kind of
You need
awkward.
to stand, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well. I pledge allegiance to the flag
The flag
United States of America.
and to the
to
republic
the
for which
republic
it stands,
and one
one
nation
nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, so the review of meeting minutes that were as a combined meeting from November and December of 2020 was sent to everyone. I will.
looked good. Motion to accept.
Actually, there is something that I just noticed, and that is the call to order information from the governor. I have the one for public meetings, and it should have been the one, was that that was a Zoom meeting. So it should be the one that Joyce read tonight. That should be at the header of that. So I'm going to amend that with the correct information, the correct call to order.
From the last meeting?
Yeah, it was held via Zoom. So the disclosure at the top, the one that I have here is for public meetings, and it should be the one that you read this evening. So
Okay.
I need to switch that over. So that needs to be as amended. And I know Kathy caught something too. It's just a 4 that didn't belong, the FOR. So I will amend that. And if you need to make a motion to approve as amended.
Amended. Second.
Second.
Okay, now we need to do roll call.
Roll call
Ed
vote.
Craver,
Ed Bazinet, yes.
Kathy Sandstrom, yes.
Pat Corch, yes.
Joyce Narodzinski, yes. All right.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay, and director's report.
So starting with programs, if you keep an eye on the library website or on Facebook, you will see that we have been adding some virtual programs. We're going to start with 1 a month, adult and children's. So we have a couple of gardening programs coming up. We have, we're going to be doing one for the kids on raptors, birds of prey, which will feature live birds of prey via Zoom.
I think next week is Pete the Cat.
That's one of the videos, that we're doing, but that's not a live program. That's not one.
Oh,
So the live programs will include, I'm not really sure how an owl uses Zoom, but there will be an owl on Zoom. We're going to have Deb Hudgens doing a couple of virtual programs for us. She does our music and movement, which is very popular. We have a genealogy program coming up in March that's been very well attended in person in the past. So we're going to try it. They want to do it again. We're going to try it via Zoom. So keep an eye on Facebook or on the website calendar. And because those are Zoom programs, you do have to register in advance for all of them so that we can send participants the link in advance. You can't just decide on the spur of the moment, gee, I think I'll tune in, unfortunately, because that's not really something that we can enable. But yeah, so Lita and I spent some time today finalizing some of the programs, so they should all be up and ready to go. And then of course, we're also doing story time every Wednesday at noon on Facebook Live, and you don't have to have a Facebook account for that. So we do have people who tune in who don't have Facebook accounts because we have it set to public. So yeah, we're going to see how that goes. We're going to see how the first couple months go before we finalize our plans for summer reading, because normally we do a lot of programs over the summer, but if we're not going to get a lot of kids attending virtual programs, then spending the money seems to me that it's the best use. So we'll see how it goes for the next couple of months, and we'll kind of take it from there. But you know, I'm looking forward to a couple of the gardening ones, so we'll see what I can learn. And I'm also looking forward to the one that will be happening in, I think it's May. It's a celebration of women composers. A woman historian, and he's going to be looking at some of the classical composers that you might not have heard of. And just talking to him, he's fascinating. So I think the program should be really fascinating too.
I enjoyed seeing Bernie at the library this week.
Oh, thank you. That was my, I wonder if I can put Bernie in the library. That was my, my photoshopping effort, which is
great.
It's been funny. That's now been shared all over Dudley, which
I know.
And we did have one person say, he wasn't really there, was he? And I was like, I'm pleased you think my photoshopping's that good. But yes, Bernie was in the computer room. Budget, we are in good shape. We are where we should be. You know, as usual, most of our big stuff is paid at the beginning of the year. So now we're just seeing some of the smaller year-long contracts come in that we sign. You know, some of our tech stuff go by calendar year, not fiscal year. But yeah, we're in good shape budget-wise. We are waiting to hear. I understand that some of the towns' requests for refunds for COVID funding have not been approved. So those costs will then be passed on to the departments that they went to, but I have not heard what, if any, of ours would fall under that. So when I hear, I'll let you know. Hopefully it's nothing major. Not that our budget can't, any of the stuff that we have purchased, like disinfecting wipes, I think our budget can handle. But we'll see how that goes. And then facility report, it seems to be here. It seems to be in one place. The only thing we're still waiting, and we were supposed to have it fixed last week, the new phone system, the voice over internet phone system, has not been working correctly, for a couple of months. And we have been waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to come fix it. And he was finally supposed to come last week. And I got an email saying, well, I emailed and said, where is he? You know, he was supposed to be here 2 hours ago. And I got an email saying that unfortunately he was not coming, and they couldn't call me to tell me that because they couldn't figure out how to call us. Which our patrons seem to be able to figure out how to call us. So I wasn't entirely sure about that one, but so they are now supposed to be coming on Thursday. So we will see. You know, that, like I said,
is this someone from Verizon?
No, this is a local company that the town has chosen to handle all of the phones. And my personal opinion is that, you know, a town is a really big project, and trying to get the town hall and the fire department and the police department and us, I think is taking a lot longer than they may be realized.
Anticipate.
And we have a lot more phones for the number of people in this building. And so one of the issues that we're having is that most town departments don't do a lot of transferring between offices. You know, if you call the town clerk's office, you talk to the town clerk. Well, here we transfer people all the time. And that is what we are having trouble with. It's not working correctly to transfer. We're doing a lot of writing things down and running them to the person who needs to know. So I think that maybe was something we didn't realize that we needed as much as we do. So hopefully we'll at least make a start fixing it on Thursday. But in the meantime, if you call the front desk and then you want to talk to me, just leave a message and someone will run it down the hallway. But other than that, everything is fine. We're here. The town just went by and salted the parking lot, apparently. So a very large.
Well, that's good. At least you can.
Good.
Yep.
So that's good.
Get out safely.
You'll leave safely.
Yeah, well, in case you wondered, the town is in fact doing our parking lot based by the truck that just went by.
Right.
No, things are good. Things have been quiet. We did have a bit of a rush of activity Thursday, Friday last week when we were just reopened and people realized that we were reopened. But this week's been pretty quiet so far, knock on wood. So things are good.
Yes. All right.
Good.
I don't know if everybody had the chance to read the next part, that Mary Rose Quinn letter from the Mass Board of Libraries that she sent out. I don't have the date on it because when I printed it, I don't know if the date, maybe it came at the end. Yeah, I don't have a date. I just thought it was a really positive letter on where they stand and how they feel things are going. And I just wanted to make sure that everybody had an opportunity to read it. I don't know if I sent it to you. I do have it ready to be sent if you don't have it. I don't know if anyone
Yeah,
has.
if you could send it to me,
Send it again, please.
Yeah, I'll send it to everyone.
Thank you.
But it was just, I felt a nice positive letter. I'll just read the first short paragraph. At their monthly board meeting, the commissioners approved changes to policies for 2021 that impact the fiscal year 2022 state aid cycle. The changes are similar to the ones approved last April. The information has not been posted and released as of yet on our site, but she wanted us to have some information as soon as possible. So she gave below us a background memo that provides some of the reasoning for the changes. Commissioners voted to raise the disproportionate cut percentage benchmark from 5 to 10% for this year only. Municipalities that cut their libraries by 10% or more for this state aid cycle will be required to present their application in person via Zoom at the February board meeting. More details will follow about the waivers next week. So I'm not sure. I haven't gotten anything since this came out, but Drusilla may.
No, Mary Rose yesterday because I wanted to double check some numbers so that we haven't gotten the word from the town, but I'm already thinking about budget proposal for next year, and I wanted to be sure that my math was right for the dollar figure that we had to hit. So I talked to her yesterday, and she said they're working on it, but several folks at MBLC have been out with COVID, so that is slowing things down as it does.
Yeah, I just thought it was positive, and I feel that I just felt it put us in a better light. I'm not, things are going to happen. We have no control over the budget and what's happened in the last year or so. So I just felt better reading her letter. They understand. So I did send it to all of you. Thank you for your review. And Pat, you actually brought something up through an email with the town clerk that I thought was really interesting. What was the consensus from the town clerk as far as agendas being posted?
That Drusilla would have to check with them because each department does their own posting on the town website of an agenda. But as long as it's posted at the library, they post it. And this is because the town hall is closed right now, closed to the public.
Right.
So they can't post it on the board internally because no one's going into the town hall. But they are posting it in the police department in lieu of, inside the town hall
Mhm.
portion. So it's being posted there. We should have it posted in the library and,
Posted here. It's on our our very empty community information.
yes, I'm sure it is.
So is that something that you post every month on the board, Drusilla?
Normally I do not, because normally under normal circumstances, things are posted in actually 2 different places in town hall.
Yep.
But during the pandemic, it gets posted here.
Mhm.
And then the town clerk, I actually don't have access to the town website, just as they don't have access to our website. So the town clerk then posts it to the website.
No, she in fact did say that the town clerk does not post anything to the website, that you would have to, you,
Department.
Drusilla
And
Carter.
They that we've talked to them before. I've talked to
Mhm.
Don Ruda some time ago. I'll see if Michelle can post it for me.
Okay.
But it's only people in town hall who have that. It's like the fire department can't update the town website.
Okay. I'll just repeat what Lori said to me in her email. She said, and I can send this to you, but I thought you were copied on it, that she said that Drusilla will have to get in touch and find out and get her own password, login and password to post to the town site, because every department does their own agenda posting to the website.
Like I said, I'll talk to Michelle and see if she can do it for us, but they have not wanted to give me that information in the past, and I can't see that that's because we had talked about it when the pandemic first started. But yeah, we'll make it happen somehow.
All right. So I just wanted to know going forward how we want to handle it.
You will need to send the agenda to me, and I guess I'll take care of posting it instead of you having to get it. I mean, it still has to go to Lori. She still has to post it.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
then I'll
Just copy Drusilla.
I was just gonna say, you get the agenda, so yeah, I will, I'll CC you when I CC Pat, and the town clerk, that's all.
Mhm.
And I might need a reminder, I am not perfect with everything, as you can see. Because every month there's always something I screw up. All right, so we're good with that. Basically, it was a reminder. The next thing was just a reminder. I thought the whole board would be here. As far as state and town requirements for us, I just wanted to make sure that everybody did their financials with Lori. And also, what was the other thing? Oh my God.
The conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest.
You have to
Conflict of interest, that was the other one.
This year, there was an extra page attached, which I sent you, which you have to sign. That is different than in the past. You just had to do the online thing, but you also had to sign a page in the attachment that I sent out to all of you. So if you have not done that and turned it into the town or dropped it off here, I know Kathy emailed hers, so I have hers, but you need to actually turn in a signed page as well as your certificate saying that you completed conflict of interest.
All right. I did submit mine to Lori and she didn't respond with that I needed to do anything more.
You will when the deadline for completing it shows up, and not all of my board has it in.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
get that email going, why don't I have this?
Okay.
Like I said, the email.
So do you have it? Do you have it at the library that when we can go in, we can just sign it?
I don't have it. I don't have a hard copy of it. It was in the email that I sent you. Let me see if I can pull that back up.
Well, I can
Yeah.
ask Lori for it.
But it's a whole packet on, you basically acknowledge that you received a copy of the conflict of interest policy and
And this
understand that you have
summary.
training, and well, it's this big, thick, like package stuff, and you just have to sign the last page and turn it back in.
Lori said it was okay to email that to her as well. She doesn't need to have a paper copy.
Okay.
Okay.
but You have to have that second page, however.
Sure. So can I ask Drusilla, would you please resend that to all of us for any of us that do need it? I will
think-
need it.
That was mailed, so I'll see if I have mine and scan it in and send it to everyone.
Thank you, Pat, because I don't have that. Okay. And let's see. So that was it. I just wanted to make sure everybody did their financials with Lori, and then the conflict of interest was the other one. Thank you for helping me with that.
Joyce, I did speak with Harrison and reminded him to do both of those things, so.
Okay, great. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Mhm.
Board members' comments and or observations?
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm happy we're reopened and everyone is healthy. Happy New Year to everyone. Let's hope that the season is more positive going forward. And in-person meetings and will happen, and
Send that to all of you, by the way, so you should have it appearing in your inbox.
thank you. Thank you very much. And I will get that done.
Oh,
And
I did have one question, Drusilla.
Mhm.
There were no employee reviews at all this year
Nope,
for last year?
Nope.
Oh, that's interesting, because I mean, there were eight months where people were employed.
yeah, no.
But I
there
wondered
were
how
none.
they were handling that.
I'm not sure why, but there were none anywhere in the town.
Mhm.
So, nope.
it may be due to the personnel board. Have
Yeah,
changes happened on the personnel board? Is there a lower?
Has to tell us to do the review, and they send out whatever forms they
Mhm.
want us to use and everything. And that way, I haven't heard anything from them. But I know I did ask up at town hall a couple months ago, because I was like, shouldn't we have done this? And no one else did either. So it's not that they just forgot us.
Mhm.
For whatever reason.
I think they would have realized by now that they had forgotten us.
Oops.
Also, you're going to have a 2-year anniversary coming up in February, Drusilla. Did you ever in your wildest dreams think you'd be directing during a pandemic?
No, it's very exciting. It's very interesting. There's been a lot of discussion on the various directors' listservs and comments from other directors about how this is just bizarre, and we're all just kind of, we've had a couple of people become brand new directors during this in CWRs.
Oh, gosh.
You get emails to the directors listserv saying, I don't really know what to do about whatever. And we all go, that's okay. We don't either.
Yeah.
Doing this for 15 years, I have no clue. So at least I think they feel a little better about it. But yeah, it's been fascinating.
Yeah. Let's try not to do that
Yeah,
again.
Yeah, no, that one was enough. I don't need any more pandemics.
Yeah.
This is fine.
No,
Mhm.
yeah, none of us want any more pandemics. We can be done with that.
And I hope everyone got their information on signing up for COVID,
Vaccines.
the vaccine from the town. Yeah, good.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And I see today that on the listserv, they talked about people working in libraries, and where right now it's phase 3, I think,
Yes.
but they're going to try to move it up.
Which may make the rounds to the trustees. There is a petition to ask the governor to move frontline library workers to phase 2. Since
Mhm.
libraries are just not mentioned, we're not anywhere. And, retail workers, grocery store workers are phase 2, and somehow the staff in libraries who work directly with the public are phase 3. So who knows? Well, we'll see.
I will say that I definitely want that, and I would wholeheartedly agree with that. But when I see that they aren't allowing funeral directors and funeral workers to get theirs, I'm amazed.
Mhm.
So I don't know where you'll be on that list, but I wholeheartedly think you should be on one of the front line. You should be pushed right on up.
Yeah, Lita and I both luck out because we can register both in Massachusetts as town employees and in Connecticut. So
Whoever comes first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're going to see
Let's
how we get it faster.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a good way to
Good
do
luck.
it. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So is there any more discussion, any more comments? I don't know, Ed.
No, I'm
Your
good.
email, Ed, today said that it was going to be exciting. I was expecting fireworks.
Oh, it'll be exciting whether I can actually show up and be seen and be heard.
Okay, I thought there was going to be more, Ed. That's all.
Well, I'll start taking clothing off.
Oh, no, that's good.
Okay, to adjourn.
Well, it would boost the number of views of this recording, maybe. Not.
I think we're having way too much fun here.
Yes, yes. I will accept a motion.
I
So
make a motion
moved.
to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
All right, so we need a roll call vote, please.
Ben Craver, yes.
Ed Bazinet, yes.
Pat Court, yes.
Kathy Sandstrom, yes.
Joyce Narodzinski, yes. I know that wasn't alphabetical, sorry.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
it's okay.
It's work.
I went last the last time, so I figured I'd do it again.
Okay, motion approved.
Motion approved.
Meeting over at 6:41.
Yes.
Thanks,
Have a safe ride home, Drusilla.
thanks.
Yes.